welcome back to Chilly Studio. This has been probably the most requested video by you guys, and finally I'm doing it for y'all. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures. So as you guys must have seen, a lot of influencers and a lot of bloggers follow like different themes on Instagram. Like few people have like a warm tone, cool tone, and few people stick to like pastel shades and grays and whites and all of that. So if you've been following me on Instagram and if you have observed, I follow a theme where all my pictures are like slightly saturated, more dramatic, and I make sure they're all sharp and crisp and all of that. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I edit my pictures for my particular Instagram theme. If you guys want to know how to edit pictures using like a warm tone or a cool tone or something like that, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll do a whole new video for that one. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on that bell notification so that every time I post a video you get notified. And also do follow me on Instagram and Facebook for some daily updates. And let's get started with today's video. So I usually use these 4 apps to edit my pictures for Instagram and Facebook. So today I'm going to show you guys how I edit my pictures using Snapseed, for which I need to import a picture. So let's begin by importing a picture that I want to edit. So I'm going to choose this picture that I clicked in Victoria Beach in California. As you can see, you can find a lot of presets on Snapseed, but I usually like to edit by myself. So I go to this tools option where I have like various tools. I'm going to use by choosing HDRscape. So this is one of my favorite tool, you guys. I always use this for almost all my pictures. So this instantly gives you that beautiful effect and brings some life into the picture. So in HDRscape, I usually choose the people option, and then I increase the effect or decrease the effect depending upon how I like it. And then I do some basic editing by choosing a tune image where you have brightness, contrast, ambience, saturation and all of that. I usually increase the ambience, reduce the highlights, reduce the shadow, increase the contrast, and I kind of play around with all these tools till I feel, I'm kind of satisfied with how my picture looks. So I don't really have like a specific scale that I follow. I generally play around with all these tools, like until I'm satisfied with how my picture looks. So I think my picture is almost ready, but I have a problem right here. So as I zoom in, you can see there are 2 people standing right here, but I don't need them in my picture. So I'm going to eliminate them. So for that, I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to use the healing option, and then all I'm going to do is zoom into the picture and just tap on those 2 people right there, and there you go. It's healed and they've disappeared, and my picture now looks totally fine. So I think I'm pretty satisfied how this turned out, and I think it's time to export it. So all you have to do is click on export and click on export again. So this image will instantly be saved in your camera roll. Now let's quickly move to the next picture. So now I'm going to show you guys how to edit this food picture right here. So I like to do my own editing for this as well. So I'm going to go to tune image. As I mentioned, I'm going to play around with all these. I'm going to increase the saturation, decrease the highlights, increase the ambience, increase the contrast, increase the warmth a little bit. So until I'm satisfied with the way it looks, I'm going to play around a little bit. And then I'm going to use the tonal contrast just to give a little more sharpness to the picture. That makes a huge difference. And for this picture, I'm going to use the vignette option. I love using vignettes for all my pictures. I think it instantly gives a different look and it just enhances your picture. So for this one I'm going to use the vignette, and as you can see the before and after, it looks beautiful after editing. So I think I'm pretty much satisfied with this picture as well. I'm going to go ahead and save this to my camera roll. Now moving on to the next one, I'm going to show you guys how to edit selfies. So I'm going to choose this particular picture which was clicked under the sunlight, and as you can say, it's a selfie. So this so here it's going to be a slightly different. So I'm going to choose the portrait tool. This will help in smoothing your skin. You have various options here, but I'm going to use spotlight 1, and under that I'm going to increase the skin smoothing to maybe 30. I usually set it between 30 to 40, but I think for this picture I think 30 is fine, and I don't like face spotlight because there's already enough light on my face. So I'm going to reduce that to 0, and eye clarity I think I don't need much, so I'm going to push it to maybe 5, and yes, I think this is pretty good. So I'm going to stick to this, and I'm going to go ahead and tune the image a little bit. So I'm going to increase the ambience a little bit, reduce the shadows, and all of those basic things that I feel is quite necessary for this picture. So I think I'm pretty much satisfied with the basic editing. So I feel my lips are a little pale, and I want to increase the saturation just on my lips. For this I'm going to use the brush options under tools, and I'm going to choose the saturation option and reduce it to 5, and I'm just going to zoom into my lips and brush my lips a little bit, not too much, don't overdo it, it's going to look really fake. So I'm just going to brush a little bit on my lips and just increase that lip color, because I don't know why, how much of a lipstick I put, it's not really showing in the picture. So yeah, I'm pretty much satisfied with this now. So to add that extra effect, I think I'm going to use vintage. So vintage is a really nice option if you want that vintage look to your pictures. So you have a lot of options under vintage, but for this particular picture I'm going to choose number 1, and under that I'm going to reduce the vignette strength and also the style strength. So yes, here you go. I love the final look, and I think I'm going to stick to this. So I'm quickly going to save this, and let's move to the next one. So I did all the basic stuff for this picture as well, like tuning the image and the portrait and all of that. So I thought, let me not repeat all of that for you guys. So I'm going to show you guys a different effect that I'm going to use for this picture. You have something called as the noir, where you have different black and white effects. But for this picture, I'm going to use the grainy film. I'm not a person who likes a grainy picture, so I'm going to remove. So you have like a bunch of options to choose from to give that beautiful effect to your picture. So I think I'm going to choose this one right here. I think it's giving that nice look. So as you can see, the before and after, it looks really good. So I think I'm pretty satisfied with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and export this as well. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to give a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and yes, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.